And we are underway from Houston. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. Room here to run. And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Putting what you practice into play, that's excellent execution to get things started.
Back to Mixon on first down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Stroud off the play fake. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play? Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown. 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Stroud. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Stroud working out of the gun. On a slant, here's Collins. And the Texans coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's 3rd and goal.
They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Stroud to throw it. They'll set up the screen. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 4th down. Here's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Robert Woods, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 2nd and a couple. To throw is Daniels. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stroud looking to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Stroud will look to throw once more. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
2nd and 10. Now Daniels. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. The 20.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find
his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. As Stroud now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Here we go. 11.
Stroud out of the gun here. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The final shot before break. Daniels, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught at the 20. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Touchdown, Washington! De'Ami Brown, 66 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Daniels going to try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. What a real heads head-scratcher there. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Washington first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. To the air goes Daniels. Steps away to his left. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Olamide Zaccheaus. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. Washington will line up for a 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And no, they don't get it. Incomplete. And now they really have to be second-guessing themselves. Could have had the lead here in the 4th. Instead, we stay tied. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Now they'll try to run a reverse here. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Operating from the gun. Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. third down. Mixon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
This is 1st and 10. He's back to throw.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Here comes 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here. And he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, you know, if they tied the game, they couldn't go any farther, they had too many injuries? I'm not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you. I'm stunned they didn't try and kick the field goal there.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Texans.